Rangers supporters have never been shy about voicing their frustrations, but the reaction towards Russell Martin in recent weeks has sparked fresh debate. Following a string of disappointing results, sections of the fanbase have directed their anger squarely at the manager, with criticism growing louder both inside Ibrox and online. Yet some argue that the treatment of Martin has crossed the line, raising questions about whether the pressure being placed on him is fair, or if supporters are too quick to lay blame at his door. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers could be at the bottom of the Scottish Premiership by the time their next league match comes around. The Ibrox club dropped to 10th in the table after their 2-0 defeat to Heart of Midlothian at Ibrox on Saturday. Their next Premiership game is on Sunday, September 28th, when they will travel to face Livingston at Almond Vale. Before that fixture, Dundee and Aberdeen, who sit 11th and 12th respectively, are both in action. Dundee face Livy on Saturday, September 20th, before travelling to take on St Mirren a week later. The Dons are playing Dundee United on Tuesday, September 23rd, and then Motherwell a few days after. If Dundee secure 2 or more points from their next 2 games, and Aberdeen muster 4 or more from theirs, Rangers will drop to the bottom of the Premiership before their next match in the competition. Despite mounting pressure on Russell Martin, the Ibrox hierarchy remains behind the head coach. No board meeting is scheduled for the coming days, as Chairman Andrew Kavanagh prepares to make a pre-planned trip to Ibrox for the Hibs fixture that now carries even greater significance on and off the park. Martin was asked if he would resign after the defeat to Hearts. No, he simply replied. "We have a lot of new guys in there," the Rangers boss continued. "We have a lot of players trying to feel their way in an environment that's really difficult to feel their way into their Rangers career. Really difficult. So we just have to make sure they're all right as human beings first and improve their performance. We're on the side of 3 poor decisions in my opinion. It's a handball for their first goal. Our goal is a goal. It's not a foul on the goalkeeper. And then Dio says he makes no contact. It's why it took so long. And we should have scored. We should have scored 2 or 3. It was 1-0. We should have. But there's anxiety at the moment. The players are not the same team we see in training on Thursday and Friday when they go out and play in this environment right now. And that's not a criticism of anyone. So to your emotion and your anger, I get it. I understand it. But we have to just keep working. Now, Rangers fans have been urged to pack it in with regards to their ire directed towards Russell Martin. Pressure has grown on the head coach game after game, with still no wins in the Scottish Premiership following Saturday's 2-0 defeat at home to Hearts. The Ibrox side sit 10th in the top flight, and there is an embarrassing chance they could potentially be bottom by the time they play their next league game against Livingston on Sunday, September 28th. Chants of Martin get TF could be heard through various points of the weekend defeat, leaving Rangers on just 4 points after 5 games. But former Crystal Palace owner Jordan has spoken out in support of Martin being afforded time by the club's hierarchy, as he pointed out they must see something in him, otherwise they wouldn't have appointed him as experienced football operators. Of course, he's culpable for not alleviating the pressure the players feel they are under, Jordan told TalkSport. I think he's remarkably tolerant in that interview. I think he should be a bit more assertive with the journalists and talk about the journey he's on. He started okay against Panathinaikos and Victoria Plzen and came unstuck against Club Brugge. To be fair, I thought they would, but it didn't help that a player got sent off. Scottish teams can get hammered. Look at Celtic, at Borussia Dortmund. The fans are not having him, and they've not given the guy a chance. I don't know if it's the style of play. We've had lots of people on here saying he's not good enough. I feel for him a little bit. I think he was the architect of his own downfall last year. I hope they stick with him and give him more time. I know it's your league and it's been 5 games, but pack it in. They employed him and I hope they do back him, because it should not be fans who pick football managers. It should be those who are balanced in all of their views that are looking at the bigger picture and understanding why they employed him in the first place. Russell Martin said it himself. The fans didn't want him in the first place, so they, the board, must have seen something in him. Unless he's a complete bluffer, they should have the strength of character to go, we saw this from him and we believe if we give him enough of a chance, then we're going to get it right. If they realize he isn't what he said he was, then make the decision, but don't do it because a bunch of fans are deciding now that they're not having him. It might be justified because he might not be good enough, but you can't define that after 5 or 6 games. The ownership model are not blind. They know their way around football, so they must have a reason. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, RB Leipzig's new £20 million wonder kid Yan Diomande has revealed how he nearly signed for Rangers after going to Ibrox on trial, and he reckons only his former agent stopped the move from going through. The Bundesliga club splashed out £20 million to land the 18-year-old winger in the summer from Spanish club Ligan. But Diomande had a spell on trial at Rangers just 2 years ago, and even played in a friendly for their B team against Monaco. He arrived from American 4th tier outfit AS Frenzy, but Rangers opted not to offer him a deal and he returned to the USA. He signed for Leganés a year later, and RB Leipzig triggered his £20 million release clause this summer to land him, and he's revealed why he didn't sign for Rangers. He said, "I was scouted at an international tournament. To prepare for a professional career in Europe, I transferred to an academy in Florida. 2 years later, I was on trial at Glasgow Rangers. It's not true that I didn't want to sign for them. My agent at the time demanded too much money. After that, I went to Olympiacos on trial, but that didn't work out either. Eventually, I went to Spain and signed a contract with Leganés. I was alone when I went on those trials, but I'm grateful for those experiences. They helped me understand that I can make it through life on my own if I have to. I sometimes find it hard to grasp what has happened in the past few years. The other day, for example, Jurgen Klopp was talking with us. He is the club's head of football. I only knew him from TV, a legend. And there he was, we shook hands, he hugged me, we talked a bit. I was extremely impressed. He told me to be patient. Yan Diomande's revelation offers a glimpse of what might have been for Rangers, who came close to signing the winger before his career took off elsewhere. Now valued at £20 million and plying his trade with RB Leipzig, the teenager's rise underlines how quickly football fortunes can change, and how costly missed opportunities can prove for clubs. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.